All right, good morning. It is Tuesday morning, December 10th. Nice and early in the morning, just past 2:30, finishing up some coffee here. Got my pre-workout. Obviously today is a training day and it's an early one. Get a lot of questions about my sleep schedule, why I get up so early, and just some general questions that kind of fall in that realm when it comes to training. Number one, the reason that I get up early to train, and the reason that I get up anytime or at any moment or for whatever purpose, is because I love to train. So I absolutely love this stuff. It's what I do. It's a part of me. So regardless of what time it is, I will train, right? So there's just a part of it, right? So there's that. The second part is I have a very busy schedule. I have a very, very busy day at work. I work in the mental health and addiction field. I've been doing that for a long time, so I get a lot of questions about kind of what I do for work and what my day looks like. So very busy during the day. Very, very, very busy during the day. I oversee a lot of different programs, outpatient clinics, residential programs, just the various, intensive outpatient programs, day treatment programs, all that kind of fun stuff in the behavioral health field. So very, very busy, and been doing that for a long time. I spent 11 years working with a veteran population in the same kind of realm, working with mental health and addiction. So I spent a lot of time with veterans and navigating the VA system, which is, by the way, just a very, very corrupt and horrible system, to be honest. But really spent a lot of time helping veterans navigate that system to get the services that they need. And now, again, I'm just continuing my career in this field with a community behavioral health clinic local here to where I'm at. So very busy. I don't know if anybody out there has experience in this field. I'm sure many of you may. It's a very, very busy, very busy type of work. So it is, but it's what I love to do. It's what I do. So there's that. So I have a very busy schedule at work. I have two wonderful kids that are very involved in sports and school activities, especially in the evenings. My daughter's in the heart of basketball right now. Playing for both a travel team and a JV basketball team, so we're very busy with that in the evening. And then, of course, I have a wonderful and beautiful girlfriend who I love to spend time with, who also has a very busy day. And when it's time for us to be together and spend time with one another, I want the gym and the training to be done. So very busy during the days. And evenings, so I like to get up most of the time extremely early to get this training done. And this is what a usual morning looks like for me. I'm going to take you through a little bit of what it looks like. I've done these videos before, but as we continue to grow and gather more subscribers, I figure I share more of it with you guys. So again, here's just a typical morning. I got some lower work to do today, so squats, deadlifts, hamstrings, glutes, lower back type work this morning. So we'll figure out what that workout looks like as soon as we get downstairs. As most of you know, a lot of this for me is kind of embedded in what I do as far as kind of the as programming. Like I'm just kind of, the body's just, and mind kind of knows what to do. So I really don't have anything planned as of right now. I know that I'm going to do some lower work. Got to get those legs and the lower body worked in today. So but as far as what the breakdown will look like, I'll figure that out when I get downstairs in the gym. So we got some lower work this morning to get some done. We got meal prep for the day, like I do every morning. I get all my meals ready. I do get a lot of questions about the meals as well. So maybe hit some of that after the workout. And as you can see, my morning routine, like specifically, before lift, as I get up, I put the dog out, get my coffee situated, and I love having coffee is literally the first thing I'll have to start my day. So I love having my cup of coffee, and really just a time where it's quiet. I mean, again, it's very early in the morning and it's quiet, and I can kind of just regroup, focus, because when it comes time for me to train, and here's another reason why I train so early as well, is you know, I don't need any distractions. I don't need you know, I don't want anything else going on in the world. And right now, where I'm at, you know, a good part of my world is sleeping, and it's my time. So, you know, I can really just you know, zone out. So I like to have my coffee and really kind of you know, put everything, put my mind in the place it needs to be. So I enjoy my coffee, and I really just take time for myself to think and figure out, you know, what has to get done, and get ready for it mentally, because I'm going to go into it, you know, all in, right? So it's just really that time for me to really kind of get focused and of course wake up, but yeah, just it's quiet, and you know, like I said, where I'm from, 99% of people are sleeping right now. So I do that. So I have my coffee, and then we start getting our pre-workout ready. So again, I have my pre-workout ready, and I'll get that mixed up. And what I do, as I said before in many videos, my pre-workout is me getting up early, having my coffee, and ready to go this early in the morning, as I don't need the pre-workout. Right? I mean, the pre-workout is what it is. I could take it or leave it. But I do like it. I think it provides the nutrients that I need. I mean, you know, sometimes not the best, you know, I mean, caffeine's not the greatest, but it is what it is. But it also gives me some more, you know, nutrients. It gives me some vitamins. It gives me some, you know, the arginine, some amino acids are mixed in there. Just kind of, you know, gives me what I need for a workout, right? And in addition to what I'm already prepared to do, right? So I'll mix up my pre-workout. I'll start sipping on that before I head downstairs to the gym. But I like to, I do not follow the typical directions of, you know, take the pre-workout 30 minutes before you work out, or whatever the directions are, which a lot of them say. I actually like to sip on it throughout my entire workout, trying to get maybe most of it done at the midpoint of my workout, so that it kicks in to finish the workout rather than kicking in to start the workout, because I really don't need it to start the workout, you know. So I want to be able to have whatever's left of it to finish my workout. So that's kind of been my pre-workout routine. So I'll mix this up, get that ready, and you know, we'll sip on it for a little bit, and then we'll head downstairs and get ready to work out. So the other question I get a lot is, and you're seeing it this morning, this is exactly what happens every training morning, is I am not eating a pre-workout meal. So I'm not eating a half an hour before I work out, or 45 minutes or an hour before I work out. You know, it's just not what I'm accustomed to at the moment. So I am training sleep fasted. My last meal last night was probably around 6:30. I had some meat and some vegetables, and that was kind of my last meal. And essentially, I'm fasted from then until now, and we'll just get after it. So it is what it is. But no pre-workout meal. Not that I'm against pre-workout meals. You know, they have their purpose. And as I said, I think in the video recently, post-workout, when I did some questions and comments, if I was looking to put on a good amount of weight, training-wise, body weight, you know, that would probably may or may not add a pre-workout meal. It depends on what my goals are. But adding weight, so just overall, so putting on body weight, I would more than likely think about adding a pre-workout meal prior to a workout. But right now, no meal. So sleep fasted 99% of the time. Obviously, there's workouts where I'm training a lot later. You know, this past Sunday, I did a bicep workout. And it was, I don't know, 10 o'clock, right? So, but no pre-workout meal for that. So I was kind of fasted for a long period of time. But as far as, you know, what I have before workout is really, again, my coffee first thing, and then, you know, mixing up the pre-workout. Also, you know, yes, I kind of explained the pre-workout mentality, or the process of the pre-workout. Also, you know, I don't want to get too jittery or anything like that. Obviously, having coffee and then the pre-workout is quite a bit of caffeine, which my body's really becoming used to over time. So this is what it is every morning for workout mornings, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. My day has started already successful. You know, first and foremost, I got my ass up and I'm ready to rock. Right, I'm already starting the day in a positive direction by not letting my alarm clock beat me. Right, so I've already won. So that's important to me. And so we'll just kind of get more mentally prepared to get ready to go downstairs and smash this workout out and see what happens. But I'm gonna finish up the rest of my coffee, make my pre-workout, and we should be downstairs in the gym before 3 a.m. So we're in good shape because today might be, you know, my lower days. They're not that long actually. You know, they're not. I would say that my lower days, leg days, are probably the lesser of the volume than my other workouts. And just because, the only reason that is usually I'm going heavier. So the intensity is much higher, the volume's less, and I want to, you know, recover as best as possible, especially, you know, my central nervous system. So depending on what happens today, you know, the volume won't be crazy, not like my upper days. It'll be definitely pulled back, but the weight will be a little more heavier, and there'll be a lot more of the central nervous system being tapped into today. So we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, with that, we'll get ready here, finish up what I need to do up here, and get ready to get downstairs and smash this workout. So we'll see you guys when we get down there. go. Come on, last one. Let's go, last one. Come on, finish these. Come on, 2, 1. All right, just wrapped up the workout for this morning. Absolutely a great day today. Got into my deadlift suit for deadlifts, and that was kind of the main movement for today. And I worked up to a really good weight for me at this point. You know, I have not lifted that amount of weight in a long time, so I worked up to 635 for a single. You'll see in the video that on the first attempt with that, my grip slipped on this hand, or I think, no, this hand here, and I just knew I had it. You know, it felt pretty good off the floor. It's just my grip gave out. So I regrouped, cleaned up the bar a little bit, and came back and smashed it. So really pleased with that for deadlifts. And so that was a great workout right there. And then worked on some speed squats, dynamic squats with some chains, did some Dimmel deadlifts, and then moved into leg curls to finish up the workout. So overall, just a solid workout in general. So I'm really happy with that. So here we are, we're back upstairs for the post-workout meal, and then the 3 meals that I take with me to work. So we're going to get started here. The first meal I already cracked some eggs, and I have 3 whole eggs, and this might sound like a broken record to most of you, but this is my first meal pretty much every day, 6 days a week. It's 3 whole eggs, and then I have a bag of frozen green beans, which I just finished up in the microwave. So we're going to do the green beans and the eggs as the first meal. While that pan's heating up, what I like to do right after my workout is I like to get my glutamine in. So we're going to do 5 grams or 5,000 milligrams of glutamine, and we're going to do that right now while that pan's heating up. So glutamine's down, and I really do. I suggest, get yourself some glutamine. It's pretty cheap, and it's great for recovery. It's great for, I think it's great for sleep, especially increasing recovery during sleep. I know that there's a lot of athletes out there, bodybuilders, powerlifters, that like to actually, if they wake up to go to the bathroom during the middle of the night or whatever, they like to take down 5 grams of glutamine before they get back into bed. It just helps with kind of the sleep cycle and stuff like that. That's what I've heard. But either way, I think I get a great benefit out of adding glutamine into the diet. So we got the pan heating up. We're going to put the 3 whole eggs in there. get those cooking. And I'm already prepared for my 3 meals. So I have a 1.5 pounds of steak here, and that's going to be broken down into 3 meals for the day. And then I'm going to throw in chop up some some peppers, and we're going to throw that in with the steak. As I always say, don't overcomplicate your diets, your training. Keep it as simple as possible, especially if this isn't like your career. Like if this isn't like how you make a living. Like if you have kids, if you have a busy life with a job and whatever it is, just make things simple. I can get my post-workout meal and my 3 meals for the day that I take with me at work. I can probably get it done in I'm going to go on the high end, less than 20 minutes, because in about 10 minutes or so I got to get the kids up and we got to get them rolling. So just make it easy, make it simple, don't overcomplicate it. And again, it's just keep it simple. It's so good for your mentality to keep things simple. I try not to. I used to weigh things out. I used to get crazy with the diet as far as my macros and stuff like that. But I've really over the years have figured out works best for me just to not overcomplicate it. So I definitely get an idea of what I'm going to eat. Like as far as my macros, like during the week, it's very little to no carbohydrates during the week. So I mean, it's literally I'm eating very little carbohydrates during the week. I know that in the 3 meals that I'm taking to work, I'm getting 1.5 pounds of steak. So there, I know exactly what I'm getting in protein. I know I'm getting 1.5 pounds. I don't measure it out between the meals or anything like that. I just kind of eyeball it and even it out the best way possible. The veggies obviously are a filler, and obviously I'm getting my vegetables in. But I love having my greens in the morning. I know that there's different supplements out there, shakes and different things like that. But I like a bag of green beans with my eggs. So the eggs are done. So the eggs are done, like I said, and we're going to take the green beans. Add them to a bowl. Take our eggs and put them in with the green beans. So meal 1 is done, and so I'll let that cool down a little bit. It's still pretty hot, and while that's cooling down, I'm going to start my 3 meals for the day. Probably, anywhere between 4 and 5 of the peppers, the mixed bag of peppers. Adds a good little flavor. Obviously, I love steak and peppers, and steak, peppers, and onions, of course. But filler too, makes the meals a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit larger. Because 1.5 pounds of steak broken out is into 3 meals is not a really ton of food, but that's not the point. The point is just to kind of get the meals in as quick as possible. I'm busy during the day. I don't want to sit there and eat large meals like I used to. And so I just get this done as quick as possible. As far as eating during the day. Between meetings and all the stuff going on, I spend a lot of time eating when I'm driving. I know it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but in between meetings, I'm eating a meal while I'm driving in different locations and stuff like that. So I think we got 5 peppers, 1.5 pounds of steak. We're gonna add some garlic salt. Obviously, I like the garlic salt for its flavor, but also, getting that sodium, getting that electrolytes in there just to, help stay hydrated is always a good thing. And then just some onion powder. So this will take, probably 10 minutes to cook or so, and then I'll break it into 3 separate containers for the day, so 3 meals during the day. And then when I get home from work, my girlfriend and I like to, kind of keep it simple too. A meat and a veggie, maybe 1 or 2 more meals in the evening. I like to stop my eating at a certain time. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I think for me it works best, when I fast through the night. So if I go to bed on an empty stomach, I do have supplements that I do take that are recommended on an empty stomach as well. So that's another thing. But I just think on an empty stomach, it really kind of puts the body back in that neutral position, or whatever you want to call it. And without all the processing of digestion and food and all that kind of stuff, especially if you're eating a lot of sugar at night or before bed, you have like a high carbohydrate meal or something like that. I mean, your body's going to digest that and produce a lot of insulin. And I think insulin really kind of wreaks havoc on your sleep hormones. So, I like to go to bed fasted, so that, my sleep cycle and the hormones and all the stuff that comes along with sleeping and recovery is not hindered by any kind of digestion or anything like that. If I'm looking to put on weight, I do like sometimes, like I said, I'm not doing it now, but if you're going to have anything close to bedtime, your casein proteins are great proteins to have while you go to bed. Your casein proteins are obviously a very slow digesting protein, so it's not like this quick, like a whey protein, which is in the system really fast. Your casein proteins will break down over time, making the digestion kind of slow. So if you're going to have anything, a casein protein before you go to bed so that your body can feed on that protein through the night. If you're looking to maintain or gain weight, that might be something to do. I always tell people, they ask, about diets and stuff. And listen, I'm not a guru by no means, but there's simple things you can do. And there's 2 things that I think are simple for people starting and or wanting to diet. Number 1, you have to eat. You got to get at least 3 meals in. Now, they might not be the best meals, but get into that routine of eating at least 3-4 times a day, right? So that's number 1. Whether you're looking to lose or gain weight, try to get into a routine of eating a couple times a day. Regardless of your schedule, you've got to get into the habit, right? So that's 1. And number 2, people that want to lose weight or want to, have some more energy and feel better, pick a time at night and stop eating. Stop eating, regardless of what it is. There's a lot of people that like to snack out there. There's a lot of people that, they got to have their nighttime snack or their ice cream, whatever, or even a meal, even a decent, healthy meal. I suggest pick a time at night where you're going to stop eating. So let's say, you wrap up your day, you have your last meal at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. Tell yourself at 6 o'clock, 6:30, you are done. Like, you are no longer going to eat. And you get that sleep and you're fasted through the night. You're going to lose weight, and you're going to have a whole lot more energy when you wake up in the morning to get the day going. So just little things that I think can make a big difference if you're not looking to obviously take this on as like this career, or become some exercise guru or whatever you want to call it. So simple things, right? Keep things simple. So with that, guys, listen, so we're going to wrap this up. I got to get the kids up and rolling. So I'm going to finish up this steak and peppers. Like I said, this is going to go into 3 different meals for the day. And my post-workout, so meal 1, 2, 3, and 4 is done. Meal 5 and 6 will come later when I get out of work, and it'll be the same type of meal. Now, again, this is red meat, beef, burger, chicken, fish, any kind of meat with some vegetables, any kind of vegetables that you want to have. That's how I do it during the week. And then, of course, we have our cheat day, refeed day on Saturday, where we kind of just take a break from all this and eat whatever we want. So we're going to finish this up, and we got to get the day rolling. So there's just a little bit of my routine in the morning and kind of what happens in this process for me on a training morning when it's an early one. So got to get rolling, and we'll see you guys for the next workout.